Okay, this is the second part of the chapter number 2, formulating and clarifying the research topic. And the today's in this session, we will be discussing the generating of research idea, and the generating of research idea needs some useful techniques, and these are some useful techniques to generate a good research idea. You have to think the rationality, you have to think the creativity, you will be searching the literature, scanning the media, brainstorming relevance trees, exploring the past projects, discussions, and keeping an idea notebook. Now we will discuss one by one each of them. Rational thinking, it means that examining your own strength and interest and looking at the past project titles, discuss with your experts and search the literature and scan the media. So that will give you some rational thinking, rationality of the research, some way, somewhere it is synonym has been used as a novelty of the research. What is a new thing and what you are trying to do or what you are going to contribute in the literature, so that has to be think clearly. It is called rational thinking. For that you would be examining your own strengths and interest. It means that every researcher has its own interest, because in the last session we have seen that if the researcher, what he is doing, he is not confident in it and he is not having any background knowledge for that. So how does he come with the title is very much important for the research thesis or research project, because almost half of your thinking has been expressed in your title, even though all of it. So you have to you have to create some good research title, and for that you need to have a good fruitful discussion with your supervisors, with the experts, with your friends who are capable for the discussion, and definitely do the search of literature, because literature will provide you the lead for having good title, and literature will provide you the lead for having good and strong narrations and statements. Because for good writing, the good reading is necessary. It means that if you read well, you can write well. If you read better, you can write better, and if you read best, you can write best. So for that you need to search the literature, and for that literature you need to have the skill. If you remember, in the last session I've told you about the research skills, that you must be having the skills of searching the literature. So search the literature from different sites, and it would be ideal to have a very recent and current literature for your topics, because you're working in 2021 and you are your last at least your latest your studies of 2015. It means that from these 6 years you are unaware of the developments of the topic area. But if you go for the recent studies like 2020 and 21 and 2019, it means that you are very well aware of the latest ideas, latest development in the topic. So it is better to have very latest research literature for your topic and for the justifications. And for that you have to scan the media. Definitely you are having some internet browsers. You need to look with the different browsers. You need to contact with the different research journals, with the different universities professors and researchers, and that's how you will come up with the good recent literature. Anyway, then the next is creative thinking. uh, Take a notebook and do write whatever you think, because some way or most of the time students are thinking in different lines, and they are searching in different lines, and they're writing in very different lines. It is very much important, the line, the direction, and the direction should be same of your ideas, of your write-up, and of your research search, literature search. So if you have unified one single line of direction for the idea, for the literature search, and for your narrations write up, so that would make you a very attractive research proposal. Exploring personal preferences using past project, definitely you must be seeing those latest research projects which are very close with your idea. If I would say fairly, that always start with your with that kind of a research project or research published research project which is very close to your idea, because that would give you some lead with the methodology, some lead with the literature search, lead with the theoretical abstractions. So all of these students who are in the research phase or in the proposal writing phase, they must get at least couple of research projects which are very close to their idea, very close. Closeness means that either those research would be thinking on your line with different kind of different kind of methodology, with different kind of variables, and now you have to engage the reader that how that literature you are searching, the latest literature you have searched is very well connected to your own idea. So then make a relevance tree. So how the relevance trees are made, I'll explain you in the later chapters. And obviously follow the brainstorming with the experts, with the researchers, with your teachers, with your supervisors. That would also helpful for your idea generation. Then the rational thinking and the creative thinking, these techniques will generate possible project, one of the two outcomes, one or more possible projects, ideas that you might undertake. An absolute panic because nothing in which you are interested or which seems suitable has come to mind. So these are my point are very much important. It means that these techniques will generate possible projects, one of two outcomes. When you are studying the very latest research, very latest literature, it will not refine your own idea, but will give you some additional information to justify your literature purpose or literature objectives. And if you find one or more possible projects, ideas that you might undertake, obviously you can go for you can have some better idea from literature search. So obviously then you may have some choices among alternatives, and you can go accordingly with your with the advice of your supervisors and experts. And you would be uh, keeping uh, aloof with that absolute panic, because when a literature search won't give you any appropriate literature search for your idea, so you become very panic and you become very fearful. Do not get panic, and do not be very fearful, because if you're not finding a good literature in your search, in latest search, it means that you are misled with your idea and your directions, because some way or somewhere around we can think in faulty lines. If we are thinking on the faulty lines and searching in the different directions, so obviously we cannot find appropriate related research, related literature with my own idea, because as I said earlier, that must be having one direction, what you're thinking, what you're searching, what you're writing. So if your these direction become diverse, you're thinking on some other lines, you're writing on some other lines, and you're searching in some other lines. So definitely you may not have some good related research search. So take help from your advisors, take help from your experts. Then uh, examining own strengths and interest. It means that having some academic knowledge. Definitely, you must be having some academic knowledge. If you have knowledge of your field, you can find many things good. But if you are lacking basic ideas of your own area of study, so how would become uh, a fruitful search for your topic? Then look at those assignments for which you have received good grades. Definitely always go to that line for which you are best, and obviously you are best on those lines for which you have taken good grades. You are a marketing person, you have taken good grades in marketing, but you're doing research in finance and HR, so this is faulty line. You may all, as part of your reading, be able to focus more precisely on the sort of ideas about which you wish to conduct your research. And as well as there is a need to think about your future. Looking at the past project titles, as I said, that you must go to find some good dissertations, some theses, scan your university's list of the past project titles for the anything that capture your imagination, scanning actual research projects, and definitely you need to beware the fact that the project is in your library is no guarantee of the quality of the argument and the observational it contains. Discuss your idea with your colleagues, friends, university tutors, facilitators, practitioners, professional groups, your supervisors, and then go for the literature. And obviously, I said that you must go for the very latest literature search. So, article in the academic and professional journals are there, reports are there, books are there. Do find them. Scan your media. Keeping up to date with the items in the news can be very rich source of ideas, because it is not only articles, journals. It is it is somewhat you may find in your day-to-day life. And for the information of the day-to-day life, you must go to have some news. You must go for some newspaper studies as well. You will find some good ideas. And keep a notebook of the ideas. One of the more creative technique that we all use it is to keep a notebook for the ideas. All this involves in the simply noting down any interesting research ideas as you think of them and of equal importance. What sparked off your thought, and you can then pursue the idea using more rational thinking techniques later. So, my dear, these were the some good uh, thoughts and some good points for having a good research, for generating good research topic. So this is all for the generating new ideas, and we will meet in the third part of the lecture number 2. Thank you very much.